One of the most common questions that I get asked by people who are looking to do business and venture into a particular area that they would like to do is, how will I know that people will actually buy my product or my course? How do I make that validation that I am going to sell or do something that people will enjoy in my business? And it is typically common that people, when they are actually looking to do a product or something else, it is something that has come up in their mind as an idea of what they believe is a good product to put out there. But while that may actually be true, it is sometimes possible to actually get it wrong. You could produce, let's say, you could write a book or produce a product which, when you put it out there to the masses, it's not something that people are actually looking for. So it is important actually to understand what it is that people are actually looking out for, and to actually validate that before you actually start to produce or do that particular product or course. So the answer is actually very, very, very simple, and it's something that is actually overlooked, but very simple. And the answer is you ask. And I'll say it again, you ask. Ask the right questions for people to actually understand what is it that they're actually looking for. So you can ask this in, the Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups, or just by generally talking to people to actually understand their pain and where the pain points are. And it is actually important to actually listen to what they are actually saying. So, they will tell you their real concerns and what is going on with them, and you need to actually listen. So you can do this in a form of a survey, for example, and you can ask a question like, what is your number one struggle when it comes to X or something? So X could be the product or the course that you're actually thinking about offering. So people will actually get to tell you what their pains, what their struggles are, what the things that they would like to have and see happen and done in their business. And as long as you listen, you can pick up the words and the language that they are using, so that you can use that to develop your product or to develop your course. And as you listen, when you eventually produce or develop the course that you're going to offer, if you use the language that you've picked up from the answers that they provide to you, then when they actually get it, it's like the feeling for them, it's like you've gotten into their head. They just get it because it is exactly in the language that they've been telling you in the survey when you ask them. So that is quite key, quite important. It is key to understand that it's not just about what you believe or you think people need, but get to understand the feedback and what they're actually telling you is what they need. More often than not, it might turn out to be actually the same as what you are thinking, but it could be different to what you have been thinking they need. So you can tweak your message, tweak your product to make sure that it is in the language that they've communicated to you, that is their pain points and the struggle. So that is one key important point to actually understand, to know people, how to validate that they will actually purchase your product. And this has been referred to as digging for gold. So you're actually digging for that gold, digging for those messages, digging and listening to those keywords and key messages that they are communicating to you, and using those to develop your product and using those to develop your course, so that when you pass it to them, it's the gold that they've been looking for. It's that language in their mind that they were looking for, and you're communicating it in exactly the way that they have communicated it to you. So that is the digging for gold, and that is how you actually get to know people will buy your product or your course, and that is how you validate that people will actually get to buy your course or your product, by simply asking the question in order to dig for that gold of the words and the language they are using, so you can adapt that for the product and for the course. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn and grow, and start digging for that gold, so that you can communicate it in the way that is the pain points and the struggle of the people and your audience who you would like to sell to. So until next time, cheerio.